debut was that superstar that has had so much of promise in the competition. We were just waiting for the rest of his team members to catch up with him, and they finally have. Not only have they caught up with him, sometimes they give him a run for his money. But check this out, man. I gotta give props to production. That cam shot was a thing of beauty. I've been admiring it from the very start of the day, Neptune.
I do agree. I mean, at least you see all of the players out there in preparation to this game. But again, in preparation to the game, I do agree with you. It's a good thing that Saifa Barros is already bringing AGAL to a high right now. But looking at where the teams are dropping from, earlier in the preferred drop spot, the northern west part of the map is supposed to be untouched. But now we're seeing a lot of teams who are in here, but and that island in the southern part is still occupied by, if not 3, 4 teams. So a lot of early engagement might be happening, and that where we expected most of the teams will be dropping in is only one would be taking it.
Team Apex Gaming, RRQ, I need to see them on my screen right now. But Straw Hat's already in a battle, and this is that battle. And Abe taking KD God out of the equation. Apex need to quickly back away from this engagement. Wolvin's gonna get caught out by the time turner saves it. Shono backs up his buddy with the Mag 7 and breaks through the defense that he set up to stab the RRQ player in the back. Abe taken out, Ma'al shot down by Shono, and Dude is gonna get taken out of the equation, but just as the situation arose for the captain to step things right back up here, Team Apex Gaming shows that South Asia is not messing around. RRQ, 4 games in a row. They falter with barely anything on their side.
And this is where Team Apex Gaming has been catching up with AG Global. With the number of eliminations that they have without any Booyah, they are on second place and they're slowly inching their way. I love the position as well that they've taken and the timing of that time turner and their approach in every of those shots. It seems like there was no stray bullets from that battle, and that's why Apex Gaming is an Apex Predator from that battle.
Big fight here for Aurora. Malaysia needs to find some way to recover in the competition, but they are taking on Hotshots, who have been the Hotshots out there on the battlefield so far. Zuez M590, but that was very careless of him. Leo punishes with the AC-80. Azrael finds one with the Winchester from afar. Actions put down onto the ground. Zuez hasn't been picked up just yet. Riptide Rhythm exposes Leo, but he saves himself with the time turner. Actions is not going to pick right back up, but Leo is close enough to that vending machine. Sajid is going to be playing distraction, whilst the rest of the players on the side of Hotshots look for some way of survival, but Aurora understands what's going to go on. Zuez flanking around from the right-hand side. They want to end Hotshots right here, right now. But on the other side of the battlefield, Tech is out. Titan Esports Club out super early.
Yeah, not really expecting that to happen right now, but also not expecting Aurora Gaming to survive this onslaught, especially with the lightning zone that has been brought out by Hotshots, and Hotshots are the ones in the back put with only one player remaining. Same goes for BTR right now, but a good thing, after the elimination or the knockdown against one player of AG Global by BTR, they managed to fight back, and now they have 4 on their name, with also 4 men strong on their way onto their next target.
AG Global, man, just one of those teams, right? They peaked in 2025, just breaking all curses, finally becoming champions, but only in Clash Squad. They're the world champions for Clash Squad, showing everybody that in a fair 4v4 fight, they will absolutely force you to take the L. They will annihilate you. But in Battle Royale, they didn't do too shabby as well, right? They're currently ranked number 3 in the world, and they're proving it out there with their performance. Nobody else has been able to catch up with their absolute phenomenal stat-breaking, stat-setting, record annihilating spree. Vincent's gonna get caught out. Rabbiton X Spark, AGAL. That's an unfair fight, 3v1. But the rest of the Rabbiton X Spark players far away from this fight. They do not want to have anything to do with AGAL.
And again, AGAL, you did mention about the changes in them in terms of performance, and again, we also mentioned how well the frontliners are doing it. But another thing that we might not be pointing out is how to is making it work on a CQC, even on a sniper. That's something we don't see often in Southeast Asia, but everyone is adapting, and that's one reason as well that they're not even faced. Like, do already have the IQ to be able to go for that snipe, but if you can have that tenacity Curiosity and the CQC, they might be the champions this time around.
I'll continue that conversation on AGL and deal with you in a little bit. Neptune, S8UL up against Straw Hats. It's a 1v1 for the time being. And Prince is just a tad bit too scared to step on out bravely to take this fight. Finally does. Bison has the advantage. Backstab gets him the number off of nil. Now you say Dew is a superstar. I say Cypher has really woken up in the competition. But one team that's about to go to sleep in this competition could just be Aurora. But Zuez making sure his team gets picked right back up. Wolven looking for the pickups as well. Katie got right back up on his feet, and Wolven, all thanks to the Thiba, instant pickups. But dash! Zuez tags it, but makes a mistake. Cutting up to the right hand side. He gets punished, and Aurora annihilate Team Apex Gaming. One slight mistake with that Valiant dash, and they just got caught.
And that's one thing, we didn't expect that to happen because Aurora Gaming only have one player to their side, and Team Apex Gaming was on the run to catch up against AG Global. Grenade being cooked, so Han might be taken down, and there you have it! Right into the noggin, Barros does it again, and they have 8 elimination already in this game.
Let me complete my damn sentence, man. What I was saying was, the actions is not stopped yet, Neptune. That's why you gotta love Free Fire. That's why you gotta love the Grand Finals here in Free Fire Max Asia Invitational. Now, yeah, Dew is an amazing player. We've been waiting for the rest of the team members to wake up, and they did exactly that. Cypher now is the most deadliest player on the side of AGAL, leading the squad. 60 eliminations he has on his side, 61 assists. He's definitely the playmaker of the team alongside the one and only Dew. But June stuck in a rock. Between a rock and a hard place, cannot get away from this battle. Falcons will cap him instantly, but Zuez just beside a vending machine waiting for his brother to get taken out so he can bring him right back in. And it looks like the Malaysian squad will slow the pace down for a little bit for themselves, but Falcons want to heat things up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Team Falcons is in a catch-up game because it seems like they are being brought down not only by AG Global, but also a lot of teams from South Asia. But Aurora Gaming, they have a good run in the main event, but seems like at this point in time, they have spent so much of their energy already. And with this recovery, I think they might be able to catch up in points. Again, time is running out. BTR is one of those who might be able to get a lot of elimination, but S8UL, a team that you cannot underestimate. They will be able to bring that out on that fight, but Prince, unfortunately, it's a 1v2 that he couldn't win.
Yeah, SHUL just scrambling, trying to get away from Bigetron by Vitality. Bigetron by Vitality here for the second time on the Free Fire Max Asia Invitational stage, and this time they want to walk away with that #1 spot. We all know what they did the last time they stepped into the competition. The second time they're in here, the last time it was back in 2025 where they were the runner-up in the Grand Finals, Neptune.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, second place and also has received that Champion Rush curse. And let's see if they'll be able to recover. But unfortunately, Dix will be taken down. It's a good thing that there comes Koja for backup, and the rest of Revenex Park is far away. And same goes with S8UL's one player who managed to pull away from this fight. But as you can see, BTR making sure that they will not be disturbed. They triggered that lightning zone, the Bolt Maker, and Zohan will be messing with them. And there goes Bank for a double, saving his teammates and continuing their run.
Man, Bigetron, a monster as always, and Sibeng just in the right place at the right time with the lightning zone to play the advantage for themselves, and that VSK and the sharp, accurate shots off of Sibeng, getting them the double knock. Either way, Revenex Spark were outnumbered in that situation, but it was a valiant effort. They did buy quite a lot of time in that fight to allow the rest of their team members to get away. Almost shot out of the skies. AGL spotting out Revenex Spark on those revivals, and they are going for the hunt. They want to activate Champion Rush right here, right now. Dew will get the double knock, and it looks like Dew alone will get the double eliminations off of the revive players from India.
10 points already for AG Global. 7 more to go to activate a champion rush condition. And if they get Booyah once again on the next round, they might be declared a champion. But again, there's still plenty of teams, 9 teams to be exact, that they need, or 8 teams to be exact, that they need to deal with to be able to secure those numbers. But I think it would be a standstill for the moment. A lot of teams have received damage. A lot of teams are in their recovery run right now, as well as that second to the third phases circle is closing. And you can see in Brasilia, a lot of real estate is being taken both by Hotshots and Demon's Pride. So this is their way of waiting for stragglers later on. But AG Global back in play, but unfortunately they've been brought down.
Oh, this is a big one. The Falcon Hunters are now hunting down AG Global. Barros, the only player left alive on his squad. 1,500 coins in his pocket. He does have the launcher on his side as well to find a quick reposition. Revenant X-Park might just drop by for a little bit of a revenge play here as well by accident. AG Global so close, but yet so far from activating the champion rush condition here for themselves.
Oh, here that vehicle lays down on the ground. And it's a couple of players, Kunal and Vincent. Glue wall has been put up. And that is a prompt that Reverend X Park might be able to go for the push. But no, they don't want to engage. They don't want to go for the battle. And this might be a chance for Barros to recover the squad. Vending machine's very near and no one's chasing him.
Dandanaka, real Dandanaka. Reverend X Park so close for revenge to snuff out AG Global, help everybody else catch up on the points, but they just did not want the smoke, my friend. And Barros hits a double revival. Dew and Cypher on the way back in as Bigetron by Vitality just slowly eyes their competition, looking at hot shots, but somebody is about to get scanned out here. AGAL spotted on that revival, and the UAV sent out by Bigetron by Vitality. And Reverend X Spark gets scanned out by the Dinoculus as well. Limit, what a shot. Axel down on the ground, but Azrael punishes Pina with the M590 up close and personal. Kuroro trying to get away. Time turner pulled out as well. But up close and personal, those M590s popped his chest out, and Zuez stepping it up for the side of Aurora. Falcons with one more player left surviving. Limit X7, but straight on, driving on in. June looks for the finisher. Limit annihilated. Racha too low on HP to survive. Still finds Azrael, but will be punished at the end. Man did not even have enough HP, but still managed the knock. But overwhelmed by the numbers of Aurora in that engagement, and the Malaysian squad snuff out the big Falcons.
And here comes AJ stepping in on the casting desk, and Aurora started moving up. You might be the lucky charm of Aurora Gaming right now. Let's see if they'll be able to catch up in the points, because they're very low, midway for the rest of the squad. But the rest of the squad as well will need to make their way onto the western part of Brasilia. 3 teams within this area. Reverend X Park, Demon's Pride, as well Hotshots, and the rest are just outside. So we still have 5 teams that might be a target by this stream.
Can AG Global fully recover before this next circle? They're gonna face a lot of opponents as they make their way in. Revenant X Spark, on the other hand, will spot out Demon's Pride. Riptide Rhythm to break down their defenses, but that falls short. Defenses stay up. Demon's Pride will survive as they back away into a tiny corner, but they're not in the next circle just yet. AG Global rotating from the back. They will arrive just in time to pressure the players of Demon's Pride, but Demon's Pride will exit the compound by taking the mini launcher, moving towards the left-hand side. AG Global a little bit too close for comfort here, up against the Straw Hat players who do have that lower ground on their side. They might just need to deal with this big monster of Southeast Asia as they try to get in.
Oh, as they move in onto the next compound, close to the edge, it's SAUL being eliminated right now by Bigetron by Vitality. And BTR already have 11 elimination, catching up to AG Global. But the balance continues. If Barros can land a nade against Hotshots, this might be it. And he's cooking right now. Will he be able to land it? And there goes the glue wall denial against AG. And this prompts them to knock on their doors.
Okay, now they want to knock on the higher floor door, but Revenant X Spark in the compound right across them, a big threat as well. Those windows are not barricaded. If AJAL makes one wrong move here, Revenant X Spark might be able to take those knocks Hot Shots finds who? And it looks like Straw Hats will not be able to survive for much longer. Taken out in the 7th spot. Cypher backs out of the compound. And his glue ball's being knocked out. Bigetron has arrived. And they won blood. AGL out without activating Champion Rush for themselves.
And that's what I'm talking about. You will get what you've been feeling. In the same goes with AG Global. They were taken down with a coordinate, but now Revenant Next Spark is going for hot shots, and they're going in hot. Here comes Sohan right now, and you don't want to mess with Sohan right here. If he has that M590 and 2 teams eliminated in one house.
Revenant X Spark waking up, baby! And that's why the predictions are absolutely lit up with their logo! But Joel wants to burn them to the ground. Kunal knocked down outside of the circle. He's not going to survive for much longer. Taking on Bigetron by Vitality in this final circle with just 2 players is going to be absolutely difficult. Sohan now straight down to the ground. Ash to fire away. He loses his defense, and Bigetron by Vitality annihilating every single player from the side of Revenant X Spark. And now a fair 4v4 fight between them and Demon's Pride.
Let's see, Demon's Pride right now. They did well in catching up on the main event, but now this is Grand Finals Valiant Dash by Madonna, but no takedown just yet, and the frontliners is being beaten down, but quick recovery by Demon's Pride. BTR is not slowing down. The shift might distract them for a little bit, but they don't even let them blink. Bigetron by Vitality gets that booyah.
Bigetron by Vitality, showing everybody exactly what a tad bit of experience can bring to the table.